time. What's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter. Oh, coming with Jim Hicks coming to you live from Houston, Texas on this baby Friday. Y'all, I'm laughing. I'm trying to stop laughing. Let me tell you something, man. It's a great day. Hey, Karen. Hey, everybody. It's a great day. It's gonna be. I think y'all need to share this show. Do me a favor. Text somebody. Tell somebody. Call somebody. And tell them about the Chop Shop today. It's not gonna be messy as y'all think it is. I got some stuff. Let me tell you something, man. It's some mental illness going on out here in our midst. And I can't wait. I got to wait on Jimmy to get on because I'm gonna let him address some stuff. But great game last night. Before we go anywhere, let's talk about. Let me talk to my starting five. Corey Willis, Jess McKee, Melvin Dews, Thaddeus Moody, Mindy Collins, and my sixth man of the day is Rick Wilmore. Happy birthday, Walter Yates. You know I ain't gonna forget about you, boy. Yeah, I got you. Happy birthday, yeah, man. You my fellow Cancerian, whatever they call us. Shout out to Walter Yates. Let me go there. Kevin Allen is in the building. Kevin Allen, I'm getting tagged in tweets, and I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I mean, you know what? They say this, man. They say when to whom much is given, much is required. How come I can't share the show? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with your device, but try to share the show if you can today. And if you're not a member, if you're not a subscriber on YouTube, do me a favor, go over to YouTube, because sometimes we might not do a show on Facebook. I'm tired of them anyway. We might just be straight YouTube one day. So go over to YouTube and subscribe so you can get the notification. Walter, your happy birthday again, Walter Yates. Boy, this thing is all tied up last night. I mean, this game is all time. What do y'all think about that game last night? What do y'all think about the point guard turning that ball over in the last few minutes of the game? 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you on in 6 minutes. So do me a favor. Let's share the show right now, y'all, because I want to talk about a few things, because we got some interesting stuff that's going on in this community, this basketball community. You know, it's just, you remember, if you haven't heard the show in a while, sometimes I'll start the show is that and talk about the Chop Shop as being intentional. On purposely, we dive into the world's messiest intersection. The intersection of where we talk about race, politics, sports, entertainment. We talk about everything. Yes, the Chop Shop. It's like you're in the barber shop, and we sit. It's the world's messiest intersection, and we sit in this messy summer basketball, Twitter, and all of this. We sit in this messy intersection, right? And we talk about it, and we debate about it. And guess what? We try to get up. Even today, we're gonna learn some from a mess. We're gonna get blessed from a mess. Boy, my preacher told me that a long time ago. It's a mess out here. And I hope we get an understanding and get blessed by a mess that's happening out here in this community. And parents, I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I want to, like I keep trying to tell y'all, let's start elevating our conversations. You know, it's easy to be messy, but I be trying to find out what goes on in the mind of some of these people that you have, y'all follow, and y'all have in care with y'all kids. They coach y'all kids. They run camps and they do all of this kind of stuff with your kids. We gonna sit and talk about it today, y'all. I'm serious. We're gonna talk about it today. I mean, what the hell that having this platform where we can be visible and talk to each other like this instead of being cowardly and go up under a assumed name. And somebody questioned me. I don't know because I hadn't did it in a long time. Why would a person go and get a burner account on Twitter and start making comments? Somebody got to help me with this. I mean, somebody, hold up. Paul Miranda, that's why me and you, I got to understand it. That's why I didn't understand. Remember when you was going back and forth with this guy on Twitter? See, I don't, y'all just got to help me and understand what is going on when we have to, because guess what? These people evidently know you. We got people who watch it. Some of these people watch the show. That man said, the man, listen to me, y'all. I don't give an event. I don't give a camp. I don't give none of that, man. I don't get paid for no event. I don't get paid for no camp. Still, I'm always mentioned in this damn foolishness. And that's all I'm saying. Y'all remember at the end of the show yesterday, if you weren't at the end of the show yesterday, I gave y'all some things, man. I said, I'm not going to let people, when I spend my time is so valuable. I'm just giving Jimmy a chance to come on. Time is so valuable, man. It's irreplaceable. It's perishable, y'all, which means it can't be saved. You can't save time. Okay, it's irreplaceable. I can't exchange it for something else. I can't even compare time to anything else. It's irretrievable. Once it's gone, so why would a person go and take out the time? Wesley Yates, Kim Jackson. Kim Jackson, now I see why women are winning in this world right now. Women are working on a plan. These dudes are working on Twitter. I'm going to repeat that. What's up, Kevin Lawton? These women, we want to talk negative about Kamala Harris. We want to talk negative about all these girls doing stuff. But these guys want to tweet. And I love y'all. I need a professional. Y'all tweet everybody else. Text and tags a professional. What makes a man go under an assumed name on Twitter and just go make up a name? Somebody got to help me with that one. Ashley, Ashley said it's definitely foolish. I wish people would address who they need to address directly. Too many people hiding behind fake pages. Ashley, Hey, Ashley. Oh, y'all hold up. Hold up. Let me take a quick commercial, y'all. Let me take a quick commercial. I got to fix something right quick. Hold on. One quick commercial. Hey, I'm back. Hey, I told you I ain't playing no games today. Hey, what makes a person do that, Robert Young? I mean, some of these guys got kids and children and probably uncles, and I just want to know. And ain't nobody gave me. Jess McKee, not to be having fun, but I'm curious, y'all, and I'm serious. We just got to. Hey, do me a favor. Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Pavilion in downtown Port Arthur. Boy, come by the Lofton's. Hold up, I got it, man. But I'm gonna talk about that later. I'm gonna talk about it's gonna be Ken Lofton Jr. gonna be on the show at the 1 o'clock hour. But I just had to. I'm just curious. Give me somebody with some wisdom. Let's elevate the conversation. I just want to know what makes a man. Let me tell you some women, no disrespect to y'all, but I would understand if it's a woman. I would understand it. I wouldn't condone it, but I'd understand it. You know? But men get in group chats together and talk about people. Only group chat I'm in is the group chat to tell me when we gonna go play golf. And that's all these guys talk about. We don't talk about people, we talk about ideas. When are we go? Y'all, I told y'all, I got something for you, man. For these next 6 months. See, soon as I mentioned this yesterday, look what happens. I just want you to make better use of your time. I really do, because I have. It's things, I got some ABCs. Rick. What's up, Ray Moore? I'm prioritizing my time because I found out I'm able to manage my time. Before I answer a call from now on, I'm asking is it worth my time? Really? I got to get disciplined, and I got to set some clear priorities about my time. And I was just thinking about it, y'all. I came up with some ABCs. A, what I must do. I come up with what I must do. It's some things that I must do, Clarence Harris. It's some things that I must do. And there are serious consequences if I don't complete them. So I'm showing you how to prioritize my time. And B, what I should do. So I went from what I must do, what I should do, and guess what? There are mild consequences for doing it. I'm not. But it ain't gonna change my life. Then I go to things that's nice to do. There's no consequences if I do them or not. Then I go to D, things that I delegate to others. You got to understand everything. It's about, so I won't be a poor time. A wise man said something about a lot of people in poverty don't wear watches because they don't value time. What's up, Michael? Then I got E. I was thinking about, think about it, y'all. Poor management. Jesus, the greatest man ever walked the earth. Jesus, he had all power. But guess what? He had disciples that he delegated stuff to. We have to learn how to delegate. And then E is what I'm going to eliminate. Y'all, this stuff, y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's certain things we got to do. So it's certain things you might have to eliminate. Like this stuff we're going to talk about, we finna eliminate it. We're going to talk about it, eliminate. We're going to talk about it today. And I got a reason I want to give this mess. And I just can't believe Jim is not on yet. That's a reason for the go, because it's about him. All I can tell y'all, I'm going to repeat it one more time. We got to really figure this thing out. Things that I must do, things that I should do, things that's nice to do, things that I can delegate, and things that I can eliminate. I've wasted so much time doing a whole, stuff that we just got to get better, man. We got guys, we got events going on. So, okay. Boy, let me thank God for Kim Jackson. Kim Jackson ain't missed the game. Kim Jackson, I haven't watched the game yet. But I watched a piece of a game last night. The Houston Hoops played last night. I watched a piece of that game and saw how they lost it down the stretch last night. But there's a lot of basketball going on. Thank you, Kim. In the third period, JL3 and Team Griffin, they let them come back. I mean, that's basketball. That's basketball, man. How y'all teams been faring? We'll get Jimmy a chance. What's been going on? Where is so the EYBL is the only teams that we can cheer for right now, right? Okay, Jimmy's just came in. I'm just trying to figure out because I know Kim ain't missed a game. Man, I wish I had that kind of time. Well, Jimmy, I'm finna bring you in. I was just trying to figure this thing out. What's going on, man? How you doing? What's up? Let me make sure you clean over there, man. I'm fading you in and out. Look at me. Okay, I'm working it. All right, what's going on? So, but Jimmy, I just started the show, just telling people we ain't gonna spend too much time. We're gonna get right to the point. I mean, some crazy stuff happening in this industry, and they bring me into it. I ain't got nothing to do with it, but they mentioned my name and put my name in tweets and tweets like that, and I never put nobody's name in tweets. So, but it's just so unique. What's going on, man? Talk to me. Welcome to the show. I know you ain't been here for a few days. Welcome back. What's going on?
Yeah, man. What's going on? Y'all welcome to the Chop Shop, of course, your midday sports happy hour. Let's get this before we get this party started.
Yeah.
Let's go on and share the show to your timelines, to your friends, to your groups. And you know how the rest of you guys go. For those of you who are in the balcony, we got a boom boom room, but now we got a new name. We got the balcony. Those are the people who are watching the show that don't want you to know that they're watching the show. So they'll sit back in the balcony, and they're watching. They enjoy themselves too. So, thanks to you guys as well. Now, in the balcony, those numbers do not show on your screens, but we see them on our analytics. So if you are not thinking that you're discounting us from the numbers, no. The analytics are the analytics. So now let's go and get right into this thing. The Southwest Exposure Camp. And on yesterday, guys, I'm in the middle, myself, Rick Nelson. We started this camp about 3 years ago. Remember when the NCAA came out with these camps in July, that in those camps where Division I coaches were allowed to come. And that same very year, the first year and only year that they've done it, because of pandemic, was the last 2 summers affected. University of Houston was one of the locations that was tabbed as the cover for the South region. So we, Rick and myself, put together a camp that would go in the shadows. Now, we knew Division I coaches could not come to that initial camp. However, we did know that a lot of the members of the media, of the amateur media sector, would be present, so they would be able to come and provide some ink to the campers. So, and it was top shelf. We had speakers, and that was one of the things that they ate very well. They got a lot of guidance, and every camp counselor was a high school coach. So fast forward, and one of the young men, ironically, who made a splash in that, as far as in that particular camp, was Kenneth Lofton Jr. He played in that camp. He starred in that camp. And there was a lot of talent in that camp. It was invite only. Mind you, invite only. Remember that. We'll get back to that shortly. So last year, we had a shotgun version of the camp last year. Well, it wasn't a shotgun. It was a pretty good version at the MI3 Center. A young man who made a splash in that particular camp was a young man by the name of Terrence Arsenault. That was his coming out party in front of a lot of, from Alan Branch, Ani, Umada. A lot of guys were in town and covering that particular event, that camp, Southwest Exposure Camp. So this year, once again, coming out of the pandemic, looking at the dates, the NCAA has basically loaded up July. So that means a lot of live periods, and that means they obviously did not have a camp as well. So Rick say, well, hell, we got, let's do something. And we know that EYBL has been going on. We didn't know the dates for EYBL, guys, remember, until about 2 months ago. So we knew no kids from the EYBL would be able to come. We had the date set already. We were going to do it in the weekdays because we knew weekends would be consumed with NCAA stuff. So we say, well, it's going to be very hard to get all of those, that talent pool that's usually for the invite only. Of that those mid-major to high major prospects in abundance. It's going to be very hard because many of those guys will have just played up to 6 games 2 days before, and many of those guys who aren't going out of town will have to play another 6 games 48 hours later. Then you're talking about being on your legs for the most part of 2 days. So we say, we'll loosen it up. Let's open it up to some of the kids who probably aren't necessarily Division I prospects. So it's not necessarily invite only anymore. So that's why a lot of that explains, to give understanding, don't want to keep the camp and not have it. You just make do who wants to come, and give most of those guys an opportunity to get themselves on the radar. RCS Sports, we're there. So that, for that reason, is the reason that we didn't call all cars. We didn't call and say, normally when you get other guys in media to come down or to come and attend an event, it's normally either they coming on their own because there's a bunch of talent there, or you have to call in a favor. Yo, I need you in H-Town. Yo, I need you in DFW. Hey, man, you got anything going on that weekend? Come on. That's normally how it goes with a lot of guys that you see supporting other guys' events, camps, so to speak. So we get his camp. And one of the things on the Chop Shop that we have been promoting for months upon months is we tell you parents, if you have a grievance, if you have a discrepancy, then please, you are the consumer. Realize that. Just as if you go to a restaurant and they mess up your meal, or your meal may not be made right. Guess what? You go to the management and you voice your grievance. And you would be surprised what probably would happen. If they don't hear you, then you don't go back and support them. But if they hear you, then they know that probably that you are more right than wrong, then they should make amenities. They should. Not everybody are the same. You pay attention. So that was an instance on Wednesday when one of the parents on Wednesday, now day 2 of the camp, the parent came and found myself. And the parent had questions about the camp and the meaning of it. And so the parent came. I'm not going to show you guys a video. We don't, not giving promotions to something that's foolish. Here's the thing. For those of you who saw the video, I invite you to go watch that video again after I get through talking. That way you'll see and you can connect some dots within that video, as I will connect some dots for you in a few minutes. Here's the deal. I applaud that parent for coming up and finding me, for having the courage to come up and speak her mind in a civilized way. See, I got built-in comebacks for you ignorant folk that come with grievances. Oh, I got all type of stuff for you plays. I can pull them out my sock, out my back pocket for the ignorant stuff. But when you come with some civilized stuff, well, I got to do a little thinking. How do we solve this? What's the solution? So basically, in a nutshell, the parent, I summarize her, paraphrase her grievance. She wanted to know the Solvers Exposure Camp, where were all of the coaches? She was under the impression that this was a live period, that Division I coaches would be there. Now, there was nothing in our promotions or marketing or paperwork that ever advertised this camp as a live period. I don't play those shenanigans. So it's not a thing. It's just sometimes people don't know. On this video, which was about 2 minutes, that was released out there, and we get on that too. I got some stuff on that. But the video did not share the whole entire conversation. And it kind of takes me to a space. A lot of times we as Black folk, many of you guys, that are watching, or we see videos, and we saw many a times police videos and stuff happen, and people say sometimes every now and then you hear something, just watch the whole video. They only put out what they wanted you to see. They didn't put the whole thing out. The conversation with this particular consumer was about 8 minutes. You got to see 2 minutes, not even half of the conversation. So in doing so, she wanted to know about Baller TV. Guys, Baller TV informed me on Monday afternoon that they were not going to film the Solvers Exposure Camp. Camp started Tuesday morning at 8. So the question is that she asked, I don't know if it was on the tape or not, why didn't we send a message out to all of the parents to let them know? And I say, well, for that, I firmly take responsibility for that, because on Monday at that time, I was striving to get the rosters together, getting everything typed up, getting everything printed up, getting everything, making sure that the food was making sure I was just doing a lot of stuff. And that part, we did not get around to doing. So I definitely apologize to all of the campers, the parents who were under them. Now, we also we called an audible. We had a solution in place because we didn't have Baller TV. One of the Chop Shop viewers, and shout out to Rod Wells, by the way, he volunteered the whole camp, Solvers Exposure Camp. He's on the YouTube feed a lot. He came there and he helped out a great deal. Shout out to him. But another one of the Chop Shop viewers, right? Forever Young Films, right? He came and had not just him, but an assistant to film all of the games. So the patron, the consumer, was unaware of who his name is Archie, who Archie was. And I explained go on the baseline of each court, there's a guy with a camera. They're filming the entire games, and they're available if you would like to get some tapes made or footage made. So she was unaware of that. That wasn't on the tape. She welcomed that information. She said, oh, okay, now I understand. I said, well, let me give you some more understanding. If you watch the tape again, this consumer had no earthly idea who Jim Hicks was to the basketball community. She didn't know, she had no earthly idea. Well, from my interpretation, based on what conversation with her, who RCS Sports was, had never been to that website a day in her life. So she was unaware for exposure. Doug Jones was in there. Jim Hicks was there. Archie had the video component that served as a supplement or as a substitute for you not having Baller TV. Didn't come. You get lemons, you make lemonade. Well, guess what? We got something better than Baller TV. We got Archie, who lives in Houston. He's filming every game, and you can reach and touch him, right? You can get a video from him. You got to go through Baller TV. You can go right to him. He's guess what? And that's black-owned business. So she didn't, upon understanding that, once again, she's even more informed now. And then the college coach, she had a question about the college coach was part of the agreements. Remember I said earlier, she thought it would be a bunch of coaches all over the place. I explained that. She's asked why TSU wasn't. Now, TSU can't come to this, and U of H can't come to this. I know they're across the street. She's like, that could be easy. No, they can't come because that's a live period. They're only allowed to come and watch your son play during respective weekend. Now, this weekend they can. This past weekend, they saw your son play on his prospective summer team. So once again, educating in a civilized manner. No hollering, no fussing, no take it or leave it, no do what you need to do. It's you have consumers. And if you want to do good business, then you talk to them and try to help find solutions that will satisfy the consumer in an effort to keep them in support of your business. Mind you. So back to the conversation. Ironically, what the video didn't show, there was one college coach in the building. So she didn't know that. She didn't know it was a college coach in the building. Now, the college coach, ironically, what it also didn't show, that a game had just ended with her son playing. Her son had just scored 25 points in a camp running clock. That is not easy to do. 25 points, son had just scored. Her son is 6'6". I didn't say 5'6". He's 6'6", scored 25 points. And guess what that college coach had saw him. And it was ironically while we was having this conversation, me and her in the hallway, where the registration table was. One of the directors of the camp, Coach DeShannon Holmes, he came in the hallway and told the parent, is your son number so-and-so? She says, yes. It's the college coach in there. I was just about to tweet his name out. The coach was standing next to me. He stopped me and hit my phone away. Said, don't do that, because after he just played that game, I'm going to recruit him. This is unbeknown to the parent. Right. The coach Holmes told the parent that right there, face to face, right on cue. It wasn't one of those things where I say, I stopped talking up, went and got Coach Holmes. No. I stood right there. This was unknown, unscripted. He let her know this. But once again, she's informed that her son had piqued the interest of a college coach. Listen, people, all you need is one college coach to like your son in these types of settings.
So
all you need is one. So this is job well done. If we would have had all of those other players, those elite players who are ranked in the top 20 or the top 10 in the city, and they may have been in attendance, the attention might have been fragmented. The opportunity for your son to present himself as one of the camp tops in the camp may not have been there, because they would have probably been shooting up all the balls or gaining most of the attention. So now let's get into the recording. First of all, for a person to record, it's two different elements: knowingly unknowingly, then willingly, unwillingly. So the person that recorded the video had to share the video with somebody. That's two different acts, not the same act. The recording of the video is one act. The sharing of the video is, I think, is even more detrimental. That's kind of like a case. If there's assault, then there's aggravated assault in the law books. Assault is one thing, but aggravated assault, you can't even be a flow worker. You can't even get a aggravated assault. It increases the crime. So I know from process of elimination whom the person is that filmed the video. The person who filmed the video, it was easy to tell because this camp only had 60 campers. It wasn't a kid, because either the kids are either in the gym playing or they're in a classroom doing a workshop here with speakers. The person that did the recording was a staff member of the camp. This staff member, he informed me about an hour later that he had recorded my conversation with the parent. Now, I didn't know he was recording. It wasn't like the person was like this with their camera, with their cell phone. It wasn't like it was like this. You couldn't just tell it's a different way. Some people can film stuff. As you can see, if you at dinner table and a celebrity walks in, and it's a way you can do your phone and you can record that way. This was more so the way that which my conversation was recorded. Unauthorized, unembraced, unwelcome, especially at a time when you think back on it, that person, that staff member, I don't know if he cut the camera, but left. I saw that person walk and go into the gym. Add about a couple of minutes up on the conversation. So that person never came back. Never came back. Now, Coach Holmes came, after Coach Holmes came, and that's when he told the parent about the college coach. But the other person who was standing there initially with the camera phone, they never came back. So you guys aren't left wondering, why did he put just that piece of the conversation? If what you're saying is true, Hicks, then where's the rest of the video? He was gone. He didn't bother to come back. So my thing is, guess what? How did he think this conversation was going to end with me and the consumer?
I got a question for you, Jimmy. About approximately what time did that lady, what time did that happen?
Approximately, look at the schedule.
Okay.
For the camp for yesterday.
Here's
a daily schedule right here. You guys can see it's pretty organized. Mm-hmm. So this had to happen, around 10, let's say between 10:45 and 11 o'clock.
Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take a listen to that, right? First of all, I have nothing to do with no camp. I have nothing to do with nothing like this. But I was tagged in a tweet around 12:30. This happened, Jimmy said, around 11. At 12:30, that video has gotten out of the gym and to wherever it went. Somebody posted it and tagged me saying, I need to address this on the Chop Shop because this is false advertising and I need to address it. Robert Hatter, I ain't gonna call him out. The person mentioned my name. And all I said, ladies and gentlemen, was, okay, I will talk about it on the Chop Shop. So what I did, I said, I forwarded it to Jimmy. So, man, you know about what is this? And then you know, I didn't think none of it at first. Cause I mean, Jimmy wasn't too concerned about it. I mean, it was like, okay, I got it. You know, so I knew it wasn't no big deal. But the fact that somebody, friend of mine, called me and said, but Robert, go take a good look at that tweet. I said, okay. He said, Robert, look at the date this person joined Twitter. July 2021. What yesterday was? July 2021. They just joined Twitter. So it was a dummy account. Somebody joined Twitter just to post that damn video and tag me with your cowardly ass. Yeah, I said it. And tag me with no followers. Of course I'm gonna talk about it. Because I guess he was being sarcastic. You crusade when other people. I said, dude, I'm always on the side of the people. Even if Jimmy was wrong, I'm gonna talk to him about it. That's why I text him, Jim, because guess what? I text Jimmy that information because it had the Chop Shop name and Robert Hat on it. But whoever this coward was didn't have the nerve. Yeah, I'm calling him a coward. And I hope I hope he says something. Come out. Hold up, Jimmy, what's that number? What's the number? Jimmy, have you set up? Coward, if you want to, you can call into the show. Expose yourself. Reveal yourself. Because that you trying to damage the name of a man who's been 20 years of helping people in this community, and you trying to damage his name? You remember, I've been talking about for the last 3 months how they view us and how we view each other. We can't view each other like that. We can't post that and post my name. Contrary to your damn belief, it's people all over the world know who I am, clown. So don't post my name in that mess, this high school basketball mess. Jimmy's a little more subdued about it. But me, you're putting my name in something that I don't even have nothing to do with it? It's unfreaking believable. And then I got to answer questions about something that's going on in a high school, in a high school gym. And I got proof that the lady, that Jimmy, that same lady, Jimmy, you refunded her money. I got the cash out.
So this is what we're going to do. Since you guys saw a video yesterday that, and really,
she pissed me off.
For the video to get out and for that person, once again, we know those are facts. Video was made, a video got out, and people saying, well, I was trapped, I was set up. No, I wasn't set up because I wasn't doing anything wrong. Yeah, I did everything right.
Yeah.
So I don't think you guys are a parent. I applaud the parent for once again for having the courage to do that.
Of course.
And so let's get this right, guys. That's not an embarrassing moment. That's no different than when you go to the back of the restaurant, you speak to the manager, and you say, something ain't right. We've been waiting here and we ain't getting our service properly. So guess what? This is the receipt from the Cash App on yesterday for a 100% refund. I use the word rebate. I don't really like using refund when I'm talking.
Like that.
I'll call it
like
a rebate.
Rebate.
And it's to her. Look on the top right-hand corner, you'll see the RCS Sports logo. That's where it came from. Now, understand once again, this was yesterday.
Yes.
Shortly after that.
Yes.
Because what I asked her, what your solution? Well, I would like to have my money back or a discount. That's what quote unquote.
Yeah.
She did not ask for, she didn't say give my money back, period. She said my money back or a discount. That means I had an option. The option was because I embraced the way that she delivered her grievance to me. So once again, guys, don't let people try to make you think this is embarrassing. No, that's what our business is supposed to go. So now you see she got a refund. So now after the camp, ironically, her son made it to the championship game on the little team he was on. Her son happened to get, of all the people in the gym, her son accidentally got an arm from an opponent to the mouth, going for a rebound. Son might have led the camp in rebounds, man. He was grooving, Adam. He was grooving.
But Jimmy,
now let me tell you something. Let me tell you what I did.
Uh-huh.
So she had to take him to the hospital because the lip probably it needed some stitches. And especially, one of the things, everybody ain't from the hood, suck it up with a gay. She needed some stitches, so get him some stitches. So she went, a couple of hours after about an hour or so later, 2 hours later, you give him a little time. Icy Mike with St. Joseph's Hospital and his crew were supplying the medical staff on site. They treated him immediately, and the mom agreed to take him out. So we called and checked on the young fella. That meant so much to her. I talked to the mama yesterday afternoon. And not one single time have I mentioned the word video to the mother. Not one time. If you know the mama, on my right pocket, you can ask her. She will say to you that not one time I've mentioned anything about a video had been or a conversation. Not one single time. Now, I mentioned the conversation. I applauded her again on the phone. I said, I applaud you. And to make sure and ask you that you get your Cash App that we sent you, your refund. So this was before. So guess what she did, guys? The mother goes and sends a message, a text message. And we got Icy Mike and myself both talked on a three-way. So I share with you. Think about this now. As you guys, to some of you same folk who watched the video yesterday, I want you to keep that same energy when you watch this text message that came from the mother. Right? That came from Miss Love.
I got to chop it up. I can't put it all on the screen at the same time, but I'm going to put the first part first.
Give them something. Okay. Give them something. I want you to read this real slow. Big it up for them.
I'm going to make it big.
That way they can make sure for those.
Okay, it's coming.
Read this.
Hold on. All right.
And I want you to, once again, determine if this sounds like still a dissatisfied parent.
Okay, that's one.
After the camp.
That's one.
Thank you for calling to check on Cameron. I've connected with the videographer to get the games.
Hold on.
Remember I told you guys about Archie, and I told you had the conversation. I connected and explained what Archie does, explained that we have a videographer. We didn't have a live stream, but we have the next best thing, a videographer. She connected with Archie to get the games that her son played in. Please feel free to what? Al? Keep going.
Hold on. I got you. Hold on.
I told you guys, just hold tight. We're going to have some fun today. That's why you be careful to not jump the stuff on social media. Feel free to tweet about Cameron or make any connections on his behalf. We're really trying to get him exposure. It was a good camp. Thank you.
Hold on. I got a little bit more. Oh, I got a little bit more. Y'all hold on. Let me get the bottom part of it. Let me give y'all the bottom part.
And it ain't. Yeah, it's some more. That's right. There's some more.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
To that.
I mean,
it's some. It's some.
I know that clown watching the show right now. This for the clown. I know he watching.
Boy, some of you guys, some of y'all know better, and you sit there and you watch it and you skip spread. Man, you see what he doing? I knew it. And no, you didn't know it. I ain't like that a person.
Jimmy, look,
now remember this.
Jimmy, she was so mad, Jimmy. She said, "Do you have any other exposure events in July, August?" She was so mad on clown. Come on, Jimmy. I'll let you finish.
Now read that. I want to get, because some people don't read fast as we do, Al. Let them get a chance to soak it in. That last sentence. Do you have any other exposure events? Now, hold on. Al, she didn't say in 2 months. She said this month. We in the middle of July. Know what that means? If we had one next week, she would probably be back.
But she was so mad. But Jimmy, I'm sitting here still pissed off. That video happened at 11 o'clock. Somebody sent that to somebody else. I don't know how they did it. And tweeted me and tagged me by 12 and tell me to talk about it on the show yesterday. But you know I don't check my tweets and all of this stuff before doing the show. This how quickly that mess got around, ladies and gentlemen. I keep telling y'all, this how we see each other. This things that just got to stop. You know who you are out there. And I know that fact, excuse me, I know he watched the show. You don't tell me to breathe. I breathe real good. I just left Hawaii. I just left Hawaii.
Let's get over there because we only got about 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
So now you got that. Right?
Yeah.
We got something else to show you. Some other video to show you. To prove to you that was a college coach.
Oh, yeah. I got that.
So I got all the time. I got exhibits. I got exhibit A, exhibit B, exhibit C. I got all type of exhibits. We can have fun all day. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Beware.
Coach Robert Bird, and I'm the head men's basketball coach at the University of Arkansas Costa Community College. And I'm here today at Yates High School here in Houston. My name is Coach Robert Bird, and I'm the head men's basketball coach at the University of Arkansas Costa Community College. And I'm here today at Yates High School here in Houston, Texas, just checking out some great prospects at the Southwest Exposure Camp. The games have been extremely competitive, and there's been some great prospects in the gym, and looking forward to taking some back to Arkansas with me. My name is Coach.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What makes a person go and make a dummy account? I know I'll let you know when Junior get here. Make a dummy account. Jimmy, I can tell they jealous. Whoever they are, they some jealous. Because they was tweeting me, talking about Sam Cassell and Penny Hardaway. So they watch this damn show. Whoever his ass is. He watched this show.
What I'm going to do is, since today is Baby Friday. Unbelievable. I want you guys to listen. I go out of town on Tuesday, I think, or Monday. I got to look on my thing, Hannah, when I'm supposed to go out of town. I want to think it's Tuesday, but on Monday, here's what I'm going to do. In case you don't know, I've identified and I've spoken with the person who did the video, who created the video. I'm going to give that person until Monday to make another, since the video this whole mess, ain't no damn confusion. This mess and
Hot mess.
misleading of you guys, because the caption that was put out from somebody on social media led you guys to believe that this was some scamish stuff going on, which it ain't. And many of you guys should have known better to not even fall culprit to that stuff. You want me to be at the same level, lower level.
Mhm.
I'm in the penthouse. Why the hell would I go down to the basement?
Jimmy, you ain't got to worry about it. Somebody don't understand. Doug said he had only a few followers. Clarence Harris come back. It can't be everybody heard of him. Everybody heard about it because of the people they tagged Clarence Harris. They tagged me. They tagged the Chop Shop. That's
So
why
unless you block them, it shows on your timeline.
I just blocked him now.
That's now you guys understood when I said I blocked this other guy.
Yeah.
in Houston months ago.
Yeah.
Because if I don't block him, then
no. Don't say that. Keep going. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't take it. Cool off, Jimmy. I got you, baby. I got you back. So
so back to this thing in closing.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to Monday to put out another video clearing up your side of the fence, because that's the least I can do. No, that's the most I can do. Shit, ain't the least right now.
It's unbelievable.
And and here's the deal. That way now, because reason why? Well, because you went to social media indirectly or directly to put my face, my name, image, and likeness out there. So I'm gonna give you a chance to put another video out. You don't have to put it on your timeline. I talked to this person, and one of his concerns was he has a couple of thousand followers. So if he put it out there, then some of his pastor and the principal and the administrator would see he's in the middle of it. I say, no, okay, I'll tell you what, I got a solution. You send the video to me. Your principal don't follow me. Your blues ain't like mine. So you send your stuff, your video to me, and I'm going to put it out, and that way people can see, because you took it to social media. In other words, don't accuse me on the front page and attempt to acquit me on the back page. We ain't going to play that game today. So now you got until Monday, right? That person also called me last night and apologized. You guys wasn't on the phone with him. Y'all didn't hear that apology. That's cool. To you, that don't fly with me. Remember, if you accuse me on the front page, you are not allowed to acquit me on the back page. I said, so you guys can take that and use that. So that's the thing. Monday is going down with this conversation. And I want you guys to know that we are now at the top of the hour. We can go and take a quick breather. We coming back. Now we're going to turn the conversation into a celebration and a bunch of smiles, because we're going to show some love.
Yes.
For Kenneth Lofton Jr., the recent gold medalist representing USA Basketball 19U, and not just the great state of Texas, but Port Arthur, Texas as well, in the Golden Triangle. This young man has came a long way, and this is one of the things. We've had plenty of guys that win gold medals from Houston. I understand that. In recent years, in the past decade, Justin Jackson, Justice Winslow, Quentin Grimes, he even got MVP of this, playing with this same team.
Well, Junior should have got MVP. Excuse my language. Junior should have got
coach. His future coach was the head coach. Bill Self coached the team.
Yeah.
He coached the team that year, and he was going to camp. That don't mean, but he did play well. Now, this young man, Kenneth Lofton Jr., is next up. And let's share the show right now. To your timelines, to your friends, to your groups. And let's have some fun with this conversation. All your questions, all your comments, let's let him feel all the love. Remember, people watching it from all over the world. Understand, any question that you have, we will try our best to get to it. But we right in a minute, we go to a quick break, and we come right back with Kenneth Lofton Jr. Meanwhile, you guys, don't you go nowhere. Nowhere. Chop Shop.
The Cox Pradia Law Firm. Big city, big time, big settlement. Your fight is our fight. Need legal advice? You know who to call. Personal injury, wrongful death, car accidents, premise liability, serious injuries. 1-800-HURT-NOW.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Adder, alongside Jimmy Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. Jimmy, we got a special guest. When I tell you a special young man, a young man that grew up, Jimmy, in this Chop Shop era. Chop Shop been on about 6 years. This kid grew up in this era. That's why he's so special to y'all, to us, y'all. I'm just gonna tell you, them other guys, they didn't. The Chop Shop era wasn't there. It was the Jimmy, RCS Sports era, but the Chop Shop era now. So we got to celebrate Junior and live and live in color. Jimmy, I'm gonna let you introduce this world champion. I got a chance to hold the gold medal in my hand last night. The other night. It was just unbelievable, Jimmy. You have the honor. Introduce our champion right now, man, from PA.
Man, understand something. We have a young man that I met. He probably was coming out of elementary school, and he played on a basketball team that was coached by the late Jared Scales, one of the proprietors of the Triple J's barbecues and smokehouse. And Jared Scales, we went to middle school and high school together. Right. Terrell Middle School and Cashmere High School. And this young kid at the time, at the season opener, because his father was such an avid basketball fan of the community. He's one of the closest persons that I've seen the father to what George McClellan was, the way he acted in the community with other people's kids. When he see your kid, he gonna talk, he gonna give your kid, he gonna encourage him, he don't use the words take care of your business like George McClellan, but he does everything. He's the closest that I've seen to George McClellan. And this young kid would come to the season opener basketball showcase. And the reason that event is significant because I would sell the magazines. So the magazines would be published, at that event. I got an old copy of one. Right. This one right here, it's the 10th anniversary back when the Harrison twins and Justin Jackson and Justin Winslow.
Junior was about 9 years old then.
Derek Grip, he was understand. This was right here was a 10th anniversary. And this was 10, now he said to me, because I would say, let me show you the hustle. He says, can I sell some of them books for you?
Uh,
I say, well, how are you gonna sell them? We got them on the table right there. He said, I can sell them all. I can give me a handful. I can sell them. He telling me this. I ain't asking no kid to go in the stands and sell no doggone magazines. I'm not gonna do that to a kid. Not on my own. Not gonna coerce him and solicit that. And then his dad, I didn't know that was his dad. His dad say, he for real, he's serious. He say, let him go. I give him 5 books.
right.
I say, whatever you sell,
Uh-huh.
you can keep.
No.
He went over there and sold them books in about 2 minutes. Come back. Reminded me of myself on the block back in the day. He come back. I say, he ready to re-up.
He ready to re-up, yeah.
So I get him some more.
Uh-huh.
He ran through there. He done sold. I'm trying to go watch the ball game. He done sold. He tapped me on the shoulder. He got the money in his hand. He done sold him. And my point, so we fast forward the next year when he came, when we had the season opener, he came back again. He ready to sell some books. And then he looked at the book and he told me, he said,
I'm gonna be in there.
I'm gonna be on this front cover.
I got that book somewhere.
I say, man, yes, yeah, right, kid. Beat it, scram. Yeah, right. And so you fast forward to the year 2019. And this is the front cover of the magazine.
Unbelievable.
Right? And this young man, let me get this a glare on it. This young man, where is that, Hal?
Oh, he on the other side, right there.
Right there.
Next to Eddie, sitting in the chair. Yeah.
That young man sitting in that chair. Understand something. This is a very special magazine.
Yes, it is.
Because of the percentage of the players on the front cover who 2 of these guys made it to the Final Four.
That's great.
That's freshmen.
Showed it.
2 of them made it to the Final Four as freshmen. 5 of the 7 started at least 2 games, at least 3 games this season. 5 of the 7.
One of them is a national champion.
And one is a national champion. Kenneth Lofton Jr., ladies and gentlemen, I present to you. He goes on now after playing with Louisiana Tech, getting freshman of the year, all conference. He gets selected and invited to the USA basketball trials. He made the cut and later made the team. When he made the team, they put the picture out, and people on social media went to ridiculing him. Who in the hell is he? Who in the hell is that dude? Well, guess what they do now? They know who Kenneth Lofton Jr. is right now. And without further ado, I'm going to give him the chance to tell you who the hell is Kenneth Lofton Jr. Tell him, Kenneth Lofton.
What's up, big fella?
What's up? Thank y'all for having me, man.
Man, it's unbelievable. Hey, Jimmy, could I made us a little something last night, Jimmy. Dad sent me a lot of pictures. And Junior, I made this for you, Junior. I'm gonna play this a second before you come on. I'm gonna play this a second. Y'all check this out. I put that together just last night, Junior, when your dad sent me that, man. It was unbelievable. And the last picture, because the last picture we took was the other night, I and Jimmy. It was a great time, man. I'm just proud to have you here. I'll send that to you, Gina. but your mama on the feed right now.
Mhm.
But Jimmy, I know you want to start this thing off because I know we got some questions for him, but I know I wanted to make sure the people in the Boom Boom Room, we talking to a USA basketball champion that's right here from our neck of the woods, Greater Houston area. I know he rep PA and Ruston, but we claim him too, Jimmy. What you got, baby? What you got for him, Jimmy?
Well, I mean, it all start. First of all, the experience in this past. Let everybody know where did you go, the USA, and win the gold medal. Tell us
Mhm.
about that experience, and just let us know, how you got to this point with USA basketball from making the team to now gold medals. And that wasn't a cakewalk. It was an 83-81 championship victory over France.
Yeah.
Take us through it.
Well, from when I first got invited, I knew it wasn't gonna be easy. Training camp at the start, I think it was about a week. We did 2 days for that whole week. Everybody was like, "Man, this is long." Some people weren't really built for it and didn't want to do it. 2 days. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I need to do this." So it was just a pretty great experience, and found out, made the 2 cuts, I made the team. It was just hope for bigger things from there. And we fly out to Latvia, Riga in Europe, fly to Germany first and then flew 2 hours there to Latvia. First game go by, I ain't really have in the scrimmage game, I ain't really play that much. I probably played 10 minutes. I ain't really play that much. I had like 2 points. I ain't even play. So as games was going on, got involved more, coach seen what I was doing, played, blowing teams out. We got to the championship, played against a very good France team. They had a good guy on their team by 7-4. I'm like, oh, that doesn't make any difference, Playing how I normally play. Had a great game, scored 15 in the second half. They weren't going through me through the first, wasn't really touching the ball. And I'm sitting like, golly, coach, like, what's going on? They got scouts in the stands, but, I didn't really want to say anything. But it was down 8. I'm like, coach, what you want to do? And we had some exchange words, in the locker room second half, and came out, dominated, had 15 points in the second half, ended up winning, just did the best.
Unbelievable. And Junior, I mentioned it to you, Jimmy. I never forget. I'm sitting there watching the game. I said, Junior looked like he said, telling Coach, so Junior being mild, but Junior just didn't say, hey, Mr. Coach, let me in. Junior was saying something. Hey, man, I ain't trying to lose this game, boss. I don't know what you doing. I'm trying to win. Put me in the game. And guess what? I promise y'all, Coach looked over like that. Next thing you know, Junior was in the game. I said, well, whatever you said, Junior, you need to do that again. It was great, Jim. I know you got something to add to that.
So you're saying it works. I remember I used to tell guys all the time, Junior. See, that was your first. That. Well, not necessarily, because with the hoops, you didn't start, every game with the Houston in the grassroots basketball. That's one of the rare times that you found yourself coming off the bench or as a reserve or whatnot in the situation. So a lot of people don't know how to handle that. You started basically all your life, and everybody on that team has probably been a starter, but 7 of y'all had to play the role of reserve or play a role, and that's the key word. Take us into that role. What makes it frustrating sitting there, and it worked for you talking to a coach, and did you actually have to convince him to let you in, or what?
Not convinced, but show them in practice, and then when you get in, show them what you can do, basically. So when that's your time, your opportunity to get in the game, just show them what you have. And my dad told me there's no choice. They gotta play you. You out there doing good, they got to.
Yeah.
And so somebody has a question about your team.
Okay.
And I think it comes from one of the viewers. I think it came from Rick. And little Rick asked, after playing with Chet Is he the real deal? Or not?
Oh yeah, that guy is unbelievable. I mean, he do some things that normal people can't do. He's 7'1". I mean, he probably didn't have a great game that last game, but throughout the tournament, and he helped us out. I mean, it's some things that normal people 6'8", 6'9" can't do. Really, he did it one time. He did a spin move from the free throw line and dunked it. Like, that was
I
unbelievable.
saw that.
And it was like it was guarding too. I think the guy probably was like 6'8". He ripped from the wing, did a spin move at the free throw line, and dunked it in 2 steps. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, not too many people can do that.
Well, Junior, when you got back after your trip, after your coming out party to me, a few guys in the NBA, I was talking to them. They was, we kidding on the phone, and one guy, he asked me a question. He said, and I want you to answer this question to him, because he said, Robert, where would he play? Let's say he come here. Where would he play? He said, what he said? We don't have his type in the league. I said, well, then you about to make a way for him. That's what I said, Junior. What would you say? Because that's what they're gonna say. You playing center. They talk. But what I told him, Junior, you know what I asked him? I said, evidently you must have went to the restroom at the game. He said, you couldn't guard on the perimeter. I said, do you remember the key steal from a guard that he stole in the bucket that Mikey Mouse? I said, you must have went to the restroom on that one.
I was under 30 seconds too. And I was like,
yes.
So I take y'all through that play. So it was like we was up 2, and me and Chet was guarding the guard, and they got a ball screen. I'm like, Chet, just stay. I got it. I'm finna take this. And I got it happen. He dribbled, tried to put the ball in front of me. I take it, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I can guard around guards. I mean, we work on it. We do it in college, and we did it for USA. So, I mean, I'm not sure what else. I had 3 steals that game.
Thank you. Hold up. He know now. Like I told you, he must have went to the restroom. I told him you must have watched that game, and I explained to him. What you got, Jim?
But a lot of people may not know. A couple of years ago, a lot of people, they know about the Anthony Davis. He sprouted in a matter of months. When he was in high school.
Right.
You too had a growth spurt over a short span. Tell us about how tall you were in what month, and then how tall you were a few months later. And what year was that?
About my sophomore year, on the state championship team for Memorial, I probably was about like 6'3". I wasn't that tall.
Okay.
I mean, I was way short. I was short, and then
I don't think you were 6'3". I think you're stretching it. I don't think you were 6'3". Your hair was 6'3" with you. You wasn't 6'3".
I mean, I don't know, but I grew my senior year to about 6'7".
Yeah.
I grew, and then I just learned how to work with it. Be the best.
Jimmy? I got one for him. At what moment, Junior, you said to yourself, "Wow, I'm representing my country"?
Actually, in the France game, I'm sitting doing halftime. I'm like, and I know everybody back home watching it. We down 8. I'm like, ain't no way we can lose this game. We beat every team by 20 or 30 points. And I'm like, it's the last game. Give it all I got. Wasn't no holding back then.
What the medal? You got the medal there with you? Miss Gina got
that's actually right here.
Because somebody want to see it. Okay. All right. That's how it looked to be a champ, y'all. Yeah. What else you got, Jim?
Now, of course, we just tuned in. This is Kenneth Lofton Jr., Louisiana Tech men's basketball, and of course, USA basketball gold medalist, the 19U or the U under 19 in the FIBA games. What was the name of the official name of the event, the tournament?
FIBA 19.
FIBA 19.
FIBA 19.
Yeah.
And we are definitely proud of you. And of course, you guys have questions. Please feel free to share them. Now, Jacoby has a question for you. He says, can you ask you, Junior, do you mind giving advice to these high school kids who try to get scholarships? Can you give them advice about the grind of a college athlete? I mean, you think about the before and after, and but what about your grind? What do you do? What do you work out? What goes into the makeup?
I mean, nowadays it's AAU basketball and just trying to get looks, but grinding, working on your game, the craft, trying to get better as a day. It's always something to learn each day, each and every day about your game. Adding on, just try to get with a team, get with a program that's pretty good, and just work with them, and then people will find you. Such as me, people ain't really find me in high school. Under recruited. Just get the best thing.
I got one for him, Jim. You got somebody else on the feed? Because I got one that's already. I just want to ask him, how was playing for the Gulf Coast Blue Chips and SBG and the Houston Hoops? Take us through that.
So first, I think I was playing for my dad AAU team. I think he used to play against Jim Hicks and them at Port Arthur Heat. Purple and gold team.
Okay.
So I was young, but Clyde Jackson, he came up to my dad. He was talking to him, and then that's when they came out with Gulf Coast Blue Chips. And it was some guys on that team. It was a lot. We was playing all the way to about, let's say, 7th grade, and some things happened, split up. So I think I moved on to forgot who I played with then. SBG, I think so. Stayed at home, hometown play. It was pretty good. But then going on throughout the years, bigger circuit, try to play on Nike circuit, show off my talent a lot more, play with the hoops. We reunited. Some of us played with each other from Gulf Coast Blue Chips. Showed off what I had in Nike YBL. But it wasn't enough. Ended up going to Louisiana Tech, and then got invited to USA too. So that USA really helped me out a lot. Bigger stage than what it was.
It was enough. You where you need to be. It was enough. Think about it. Maybe if you went to somewhere else, you wouldn't have had the opportunity to go to the World Game. So go to FIBA. So I think it's a great thing. But I want your mindset. I was sitting there courtside watching you play your first game in the EYBL, and you struggled a little bit. Sit down. He sit you down. But you didn't. But you had your hair braided that day. The next day you come back, you took your hair down, and you was like a man. I said, this ain't the same dude I saw yesterday. Tell me, what was your mindset going? You were a little down. I saw you over there, but you didn't let that get to you. The next day you come back putting people in the ring. You gave some of them 5 stars. You took about 3 or 4 of their stars from them the next day. What was your mindset, man, at the EYBL?
I don't know. I think my dad texted me that night. It was like, you play like shit. And you take them goddamn braids out your head. I'm like, man, I just had an off night tonight. I took them things out. I was like, I don't feel like hitting his mouth again. So I just had to do what I had to do. And then he was like, that's better. I was like, that's all I get? That's
okay.
Better.
All right. Hey, I love that. I love Mr. Lofton. I like that, man. Wow.
Yeah. And of course, Junior, I got a good question for you. And this is now, you're about to be. God dog it. I'm gonna go, and I gotta go and find my plug for my laptop.
Okay, go.
Me and Junior
be here kicking it till you get back. I'll click you out the screen.
Yeah.
All
and
right.
then I'll give my
Yeah.
second one.
So Junior, I got more questions. Let me see that anybody got a question. Stacy Houston said he loves seeing young men like this shine. Junior, let me tell you something. I watched you the other night when your coming home party,
Yes, sir.
and how you walked in the room and you greeted everybody. Dude, I see some guys. Like, you gotta understand, Junior. Everybody's not like you. Some of these guys, they just don't have no personality. You
Yes,
are
sir.
one kid that and you was generally like, man, I got my people here, and you went and greeted everybody in the place, man. It was unbelievable. If I knew nothing else about you, if I was a guy just dropped in from Mars and just watched you that day, the love that you had for the people in that room. It was just unbelievable. Tell me about the people who helped raise. Let me tell you something. Because me personally, you just told me something about your dad, but I know the things your mom has done. I know that's where you got your height. Tell me about your family. Talk to me about your family
I
and their
mean,
support. Yeah.
my family on my mom and dad's side,
Mm-hmm.
my mom always, mom and dad always told me teach people with respect, you know, just remain humble and just, be the same person and don't change. I mean, I was just, I just follow, just do what I do, greet everybody the
Right.
same way, no matter who they is, who are they, just greet people the same way, treat them with respect. And
Right.
that's about it.
That's great. I got another
That's,
one for you. Describe your first year at Louisiana Tech
mm-hmm.
and your compass, because you wasn't. Guess what? You wasn't starting there at first, right?
Mm-mm.
See,
No,
see,
sir.
see. The reason I'm actually I'm building to something. I'm telling these parents, quit. Don't be so impatient. Don't be so impatient. Because Kenneth, let me tell you something. I'm gonna add to that one because people were telling me you was gonna go there in red shirt. I said that. I said when he get
Oh.
out, I'm telling you. I said when he get up there on that campus, y'all gonna see what you got. Uh, and tell us about the coach who recruited you. But your freshman year, take us behind the curtain, the stuff that we didn't see.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, freshman year, I get there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we working out and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Typical big guy. I mean, I'm not, struggling with the weights and struggling
Right.
with the conditioning
Mm-hmm.
and basketball. But I know as soon as we get on that court, I just know it's me right there. I mean, I got that. So throughout the years, I mean, we just, come together as a team like a normal team do, getting to know each other, hanging out, typical college athletes, But when the season started,
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to do what's best for the team so we can be good, And I just happened to have a great game against LSU. Coach
Right.
called me in the office. I think I had like 17, 19, 12 that game.
Mm-hmm.
Coach called me in the office. He was like, Junior, going to start you, see how it go, And, I mean, we talked about it. And then, I mean, I blew up that season, did some great things throughout the season. At the end of the year, award naming. I got like Conference USA. I got I was mad about the all third team, all conference. I was like, that's crazy because I wasn't expecting that, at least first team all conference. But I
Right.
mean, but it is what it is. Show them next year, and then I didn't believe I got invited by the USA team. Got invited to the USA team. Also, started like gaining more respect, from everywhere. Just we got invited to the NIT. It was a great experience. Hopefully next year we get invited. We're going to March Madness.
Mm-hmm.
That's the plan right there.
I
Go
got
to
it.
March Madness.
I like that. Jimmy.
Now I got people have been. I got two questions. I'm gonna get back to the other question in just a second. But first, speaking of going, the goal of Louisiana Tech, the Bulldogs making it to March Madness. Was it difficult in the era of the transfer portal of people even before the USA basketball? People were trying to questioning, wondering if you were going to test the waters and seek one of the Power Five conferences or whatnot. Take us back to then. What made you? How did you handle that?
After the season?
Yes, before you play basketball.
I really never paid attention to it like that, because if they would have recruited me, that teams didn't really take a chance on me, see how I was gonna be in college. But I showed them who I was, and just now they want to, recruit me and everything. And I felt like that's not right. That's not right to try to, recruit me after. But I didn't really pay no mind. Told them I was staying in Louisiana Tech, just hopefully play them next year, this upcoming year, to show why I should have recruited me. Things happen.
Now, being for the past few weeks, being around all these stellar athletes who comprise the USA Basketball 19U team, I'm quite sure that you guys had conversations and you learned different things that you probably didn't know from your peers about name, image, likeness. What are some of the things that you picked up, and something that and then also have you been tendered any offers by any companies? Now, I figured, we talked about this before you even went with USA Basketball. And myself and Chris Walker talked about some of the possibilities. What are some of the things on the table right now for you as well?
Honestly, I just say everything, to my dad. I don't really want to, figure out none of that. But I was looking at my email before I got on, and I seen a lot of requests, and I told my dad get on my email later, see what they talking about. But I'll look. My coach was gonna call me about talking about it some, and just other different things about it, and how could it help you and how could it hurt you, things like that. And just be focused on, really. I'm really just focused on next season and building on my team,
I got some for you.
Really.
Before the show came on, before the show was on, me and you were doing sound check. Your coach called. Coach called. What was going on? Can we know what happened in that conversation? Can you give us a little bit of what happened in?
He was just talking about expectations, what he want from me, and what he want me to do, and he wanted me to tell him what I wanted for the season this year and upcoming. Just things about being a leader, coming on to Saturday and be ready to work on Monday. That was it. We were just talking.
Wow.
Now I asked you about name, image, likeness a while ago, and I'm laughing because, of course, your Junior's mother is on the Boom Boom Room in the Facebook feed, and Halleck can put it up there for the people on the YouTube Boom Boom Room to see it. She answered the question and echoed the response as well. So it's there for him to all
That's
that.
my girl right there.
Basketball.
Yeah.
Now Herb says he suggests, he's projecting that a local restaurant in Ruston, Louisiana, needs to create a healthy sandwich called the Big Junior. Now, my question, me and Hannah had a couple of weeks ago before you went on the trip, right? We were wondering if you had an option, which would you endorse? A pizza chain,
that's right,
or the salad restaurant? Which one?
Pizza chain. Everybody not eating.
Damn, I lost the bet, Junior. Junior, I thought you were gonna say salad, man.
I told him.
I lost the bet, man.
It's not for me. It's for the people out there.
Okay. I got you.
Pizza and stuff like that.
I got you.
What's your pizza? What do you put on your pizza? What's your order?
I just like pepperoni.
Oh, okay.
That's it?
Yeah.
So you're a one topping guy.
Yeah, really. I don't really eat pizza like that though.
See,
What's your go-to?
He's salad.
Oh, I eat them home cooked meals when my mama be cooking.
Give us your what's the best two dishes your mama put in the pot?
Let me see. It's a lot. It's a lot of options too.
It's your
You can do some-
birthday and mama
you can
gonna
do
make a
some-
dish. What you tell her to make?
you can do some crawfish etouffee. You know.
Your mama
Yeah.
cooked that too? She cooked that?
Mm-hmm.
I got to
Yeah.
come to Port Arthur.
Crawfish etouffee. Or if I'm feeling like some like a seafood day, I can cook some okra. You know.
Cook some what?
Some okra.
Oh, okay. You like okra? Oh, you a good. You're a good kid, Coach.
What kind of okra you talking about? Like
my mama used to like boil it. It wasn't fried. It wasn't fried.
Oh no.
And
Cook it in a pot.
Oh, guess what she used to do?
Add like shrimp and sausage.
Oh, okay. That's different. That's different.
Yeah, that's different.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got you. Cause the stuff my mama used to make okra and give it to me, I used to put it in a piece of pack and throw it in the garbage, man. I wasn't eating that mess, but I wasn't eating no okra like that. But what else you got, Jimmy?
So we got another question from Melvin, and of course at Louisiana Tech. Just thought about it. One of the players, Kason Harrison, and he's a starting point guard from Lamar University this past year. He had announced he was going. Junior had to do what I just did a while ago. He realized he had to plug in.
Let me make sure mine
So
plugged
how do you
in.
make sure you plug in right now?
Yeah.
Now, Kason Harrison announced he put his name in the transfer portal earlier this year, and it was announced he was going to go to Louisiana Tech.
Oh,
I mean, it was on the, he was going to probably, that's where he was going to land. Junior, were you the head recruiter for Kason Harrison to go to Louisiana, leave Lamar and go to Louisiana Tech? And if so, how did you lose him back to Lamar?
Nah, I don't think so. I was, Coach Heston, Coach Cocker was really recruiting him. I was just talking to him, but he was like, he still had a better fit at Lamar, and he just didn't like some things that was at Louisiana Tech. He said the guard play was too much. I mean, we talked about it. He just said that wasn't the best fit for him. And I was like, okay, I ain't gonna force nobody. I agree with him. Just end up right back at Lamar.
I got something
things
for him.
move
I
on.
got something for you, Junior. I'm gonna give you some names. Because I'm gonna give you the first name first before I go here. It's a guy in this community, in your community up there, been talking about you for a long time. I've been knowing about you for the cause of Doug Jones. Doug Jones, he carried that mantle he carried that mantle for a long time. And tell me, I'm gonna use his name first, but I'm gonna give you some people's name. I want you to tell me what these people mean to you. Doug Jones, what do he mean to you?
He means a lot. He worked for y'all. He do all the recruiting and stuff, and people from Port Arthur, don't really play, and like he just showed me off. Tell the world about me. I mean, he really did his job. I applaud him for that. He did a lot of things for me.
Right.
Hooked me up with teams and different things.
Right.
He's just family too. He did a lot for me, and I appreciate him for it.
Jared and Rhonda Scales.
That's family. That was the first AU team I was with. I may not see him a lot now. RP to Coach Scales, but like I go back to their barbecue place every time. Every time I go to Houston, every time I just love them. I thank you for letting me play with them. I stay at their house sometimes. Me and Dylan, who was very cool. We still talk till this day. Just all be family now.
Okay, got something else for you. Curtis Baston.
Coach Basin.
Basin.
No, Coach Basin.
Sorry.
Coach Basin, he was my SBG coach. He was my high school coach. He taught me hard. He coached me hard. He did a lot of things, sometimes I used to slack. I get in trouble at school and just stuff like that. And he always call my dad and be like, what can I do to him? And my dad be like, oh, anything you want. I just be sitting in the back. I'd be like, man, what he got up for me now. So I'm either running or
Yeah.
I got a butt whooping or it was just something, you know. Made me dribble a basketball for a whole hour, but it really
Okay.
wasn't punishment. It was just like to help me, you know,
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
You know, thank you, him and his wife for everything. You know, I mean, we still work out. I think I was supposed to be going there. I think I missed the time, but yeah,
Okay.
I'll probably reschedule it later.
Uh-huh.
You know, to go work out.
That's good. What about Omar Sneed?
Oh, same thing. I mean, family. He on the SBG. He let me come and
Oh.
play. He on SBG play. I mean, remember we had that tournament in Beaumont. We played against defenders, and he was trying to tell people that I was one of the best in Houston area. You know, best. I mean, I got the exposure too. You know, thank you for him.
I got you. What about Tim Schumacher and Stephen Woods?
Oh, Coach Shu and Coach Woods. Oh, I'm starting Coach Woods. I remember Coach Woods was watching me senior year. Remember we
Played against.
we played against. I think it was the first round. I did a Euro step dunk. I dunked. I see him in the crowd like this. I'm like, he's supposed to be recruiting against me.
Yeah.
And we played against him. I was hurt after that game. I did not want to lose the coach. I knew he was gonna be on me for the rest of the life. That was my last game too.
And guess
Coach
what?
Schumacher.
Go. Keep going.
Oh, Coach Schumacher. I mean, he was pretty good. You know, he let me play, show my talents. Maybe I didn't start, but still showed him what I had throughout the year. You know, EYBL. I mean, started playing me a lot more. You know, being the best.
I remember when you put the little kid of the kid from Hightower in the rim and you turned around and did me like this. I'll never forget that.
I remember I had got like a message or something.
Uh-huh.
I think you said, I forgot what you said. Hightower or something. I was like, man.
I know you was ready. I know you. Hey.
Oh yeah, I was ready.
Yeah, you was ready. But I love that. Hey, that's when I said, man, that dude, that don't play. And I got one more name. What does Jimmy Hicks? What Jim Hicks meant to you?
I remember one time, Jim Hicks mean a lot. I remember selling his books and everything. I've been trying to tell him put me on the front cover by myself all the time when I was younger. And he'll always laugh at me and be like, nah, but I mean things happen. But he mean a lot, man. I'm just thankful for all y'all being with me. Jim Hicks, I appreciate you, put me on the cover, put me in the rankings and the books and just everything around, setting up tournaments for us, you did a lot for me.
Wow, Jimmy, your turn.
Want to let you know you're welcome, but at the same time, I didn't put you there. You earned your spot there, and that was the thing. And based on the eyes and people, you have to realize you probably have no idea how much pushback and flack and how many people that didn't believe, that did not take you serious as a basketball player. I remember hearing the talks of numerous conversations with people are claiming that you should go and put on a helmet and go down and strap up and play some football.
Yeah, I heard that.
And a lot of people say it again.
I said people still say it. I mean, but I'm like, what else I have to show? That I'm pretty good at this game. I mean, a lot of people say I can't shoot, but it's like, why do I need to shoot if they can't stop me from doing the layup?
Okay.
So now back to the USA trials. Is there give us a just go back there during the trials. Is there a certain sequence of plays that you converted that where after doing so you felt you really had a chance and were gonna make this team? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's somebody that you did something against. Who was it you went in their chest or whatever, and during the trials that you was like, oh man, they got this dude. Oh, I got him.
I mean, I never really look at names or just 5 stars or something like that. I mean, I just go out there and play. Like I know what I can do, and I know what I can what that's best for me. Go out there and dominate. I never been afraid to play or name look anybody. just go out there and dominate. But I did want to play against Chet team. I play against Chet, but he was always on my team. Me and Chet stayed on the team. So I'm like, this must mean something. Like we stayed on the team. Like they switch up teams like every time, but we was always on the same team.
I know why. I ain't gonna tell you, but I know why. But I got Melvin Dews asked a question: who was the best big Junior faced his freshman year, and what team do you look forward to playing the most the next season?
The best big I played during the season was probably Charles Bassey from Western Kentucky.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How did that go?
First game, so we played back-to-back games in conference. I didn't play pretty good in conference. I probably had 0 points. I had 0 points that first game. We played at Western Kentucky. Then the next game, I probably had like 6 points. But we played them again in the NIT, and I was like, oh, no, this third time, this is not happening. I ended up having like 11 points, 7 rebounds.
Yeah.
But we was up 6, and I went to the bench. I had just got the dunk, the steal and the dunk from him. And I look at the stat sheet. I'm like, 16 and 16. I'm like, I thought I was keeping up with him. I was like, nah. I'm like, man. And he was like, man, that's a pro. I'm like, yeah, man. I was like, man, I was trying to keep up like in stats with him, keep him off the glass and stuff like that. I mean, but he was pretty good though.
Is anybody this season you're looking forward to playing against on your Louisiana Tech schedule in 2021?
Yeah.
North Texas.
Why?
Why so?
Why you want to play? You want to play against Ruben?
Yeah.
Ain't that
You
something?
gonna guard? Are you gonna guard Ruben? You gonna be able to guard Ruben?
Maybe if we get a switch, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see. We played. I mean, I met their coach. Their coach was coaching us at USA. He was like in the training camp. He was the coaches.
Right.
And like I think he knew how I play and everything. He was like, Junior Moss. I was like, Coach, you ain't gonna get us next year, Coach. We're gonna get you. They got
good.
us.
Hey,
we went 1-1.
Come on, no, you
we
got.
went 1-1 in conference play, and then the tournament they got us. They got us.
Oh, they got you in the tournament. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, because our league only one person get to go to March
One
Madness.
bid. Right. Stacey Houston from Dallas asked a question. Said, ask Junior what NBA player does he pattern his game after, or others compare your game to? Who? I can't wait. Why are you laughing, man?
Because I don't really be watching nobody that's like me, but I compare my game to James Harden. Like, I really can play.
Why you all right with me, boy? Hold up, Junior. Hold up, Junior. This for you, Junior. Hold up. That's for you. Keep going. Keep talking.
I really can play like James Harden. Like, if you watch some of my college games, it may not be on the 3, but I'll be isoing from like mid-range. I'll be between the legs, crossover. I mean, it's on my Instagram. You gotta go watch it though. But I
can't wait
all the time.
I can't wait. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Lord have mercy. Now, I can't. I thought that you, of course, Stacey Houston asked that question earlier. I thought you would have said, maybe Charles Barkley, or maybe PJ Tucker, or several other guys.
Junior got that shake and bacon. Junior got all of this in him, like James, man. What is you talking about, man?
Junior, let me remind you, you're not in the 10th grade anymore. You're not 6'2" anymore.
I told Coach Conker on the phone, I was like, Coach, I think I got a crossover in me with the step back. We're gonna be some good things coming from this next year.
Oh my God, I'm loving this. This is my favorite. This is my favorite interview. Keep going.
He's loving it. He said somebody asked about the rankings and how did you feel back in high school when there were other players that was in the area ranked ahead of you. I think going into your senior season in the magazine, which is right here, you were ranked number 5 preseason going into your senior year. And by the end of the season, you were moved up and you were number 3 is on RCS Sports, which is still there in the area behind only LJ Cry and Tremont Mark. So what was there a point where I think he's frozen up on us?
No, he good.
Was there a point where the rankings, where you use them like a lot of people do to motivate you, or or not?
I mean, it ain't nothing but a little motivation, I mean, those my friends, Tremont and LJ, but it's who don't want to be number one. I mean, it's just a little bit motivation, just add to the working. It just make you want to grind harder, be better, at things you do. I mean, rankings don't really mean that much. I mean, I don't really look at it. I mean, they tell me about it. I just be like, oh, okay, that's cool, and just get back to work, doing the same thing I've been doing.
Junior, you didn't start freezing up on me, Junior.
I think it's like
It's better. It's better now.
Yeah.
It came through. And Junior, I want to. Oh, he know how to come back on. Yeah, I'd already tell he gonna come back on. But that's unique, boy. Y'all know I'm good now. Hey, y'all can say what y'all want right now. Huh?
You can share the show one more time. This conversation deserves one more share for the day. This Baby Friday on the Chop Shop. Share the show with your timelines, with your friends. Check out one of your groups that you're a part of. If you're on the Facebook, share the show right now with one of your groups. And let's show this young man, gold medalist, Kenneth Lofton Jr., also known as Junior, is with us right now. Now, we had so many questions right there on the table. But I want to ask you is, we was asking you about the ranking, and you explained that to us. Now I want to ask you about the grassroots experience. You had an offer on the table from Georgetown. Your brother worked in Washington D.C. with the government. And how did that offer? I think Patrick Ewing saw you play during the EYBL, and there were some people telling you to commit to Georgetown, and then some people said, "Nah, you want to go somewhere where whatever they were telling you in the other ear." Take us through that experience and what made you, which is very hard today, because so many people are trying to find the biggest name that they can and commit to. What made you just shy away from Georgetown and take the Louisiana Tech? It's the volume.
Junior, you're muted, Junior. You're muted. Hit the mute button. I mean, yeah, it's a button.
You can't hear it.
He can hear it. He can hear us. Just try it again, Junior. Go back out and try it again. Yeah, that's all we got to do, Jim. He gonna go back out and try it again. Now,
and that's a good question. We'll wait them to come back and get that answer, because understand, man. A lot of people and don't want. And I understand the thing. He could have went to Lamar if you went to Louisiana Tech. That's what some people say. But then he said Louisiana Tech. He has a sister that was down in Baton Rouge at University of Southern. And I think he's back now.
Yeah,
but now we asked, the question was, what made you not just decline the offer from Georgetown, and what made you spurn Lamar instead of and opt for Louisiana Tech?
Oh.
I mean, but it was just like the best fit for me. I mean, I went to Georgetown. I mean, it was like 5 other guys on the recruit, and I'm like, I'm not his number one option. I'm not gonna go there. He's probably just gonna look at me like, oh, I got him, and not play. Well, I can go to Louisiana Tech. It's a great conference. Show off my talents, try to compete for a spot, and like be the best I can be. Show off my talents there. It was just the best fit for me.
Now, did you ever consider an HBCU? And if so,
yes.
who was it?
Yes, I consider a couple HBCUs. Grambling, which is where my mama went, and Ruston. I mean, not Ruston, Grambling, Louisiana, and then Southern University. I wanted to go to those schools. I think think I only got offered by Grambling. I got offered by
Really?
both. I did. I got offered by both. But then I just, how things are now, a lot of people look for the top.
And you know what I love about what you said, Junior. And when I talked to your mom about the recruiting process, it's just that particular situation fit you well. You went to other places. Some places you didn't like the dorm. Some places but when you went to this place, it was just the right fit for you. And that's what I hope. I hope you give these young kids the young guys coming behind you now, because they don't have the advantage. Well, you didn't have the advantage because of a lot of this COVID stuff. But Junior, what would you give these young guys now advice about? So somebody just texted me. I'm gonna ask you a question for you. Ask him to give some insight into college basketball student athletes routine and how much work is involved.
It's a lot of work involved, throughout the day. I mean, every day is a business. So if you start on Monday, you'll probably wake up about 7 o'clock, have weights from 8 to 10 or 8 to 9, you still got school, so you gotta go to class, do all that. You don't have time for no nap during the day, go back to the gym, get some extra work in, recover your body. And then I think I practice for like 4 hours long, so we'll have practice from like 2 to 6, 2 to 6. And it fresh me up, I'm like, man, we in this thing for a long time. And my dad was like, well, that's college. I'm just like, I'm like, he ain't making it no better.
Right.
And,
So from 2 to 6, it's the constant, because a lot of that was film work too, right? It wasn't just all physical, right?
Yeah, we'll do film work from like an hour, and then the way we do it, we don't sit and just run sprints during practice. Like, we actual practice for them whole 4 hours. We do our conditioning stuff in the morning with the strength and conditioning and weights. We do that from 8 to 10, but for the 4 hours we sitting there and we practicing, like working on things. I mean, when you dialed in and practicing, it doesn't seem that long, though.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you'll see 4 hours. I mean, but it paid off though.
So
I think we went 23 and 7, 24 and 7. One of them. We was pretty good.
Jimbo.
Yeah, I mean, we get ready to land the plane soon. I mean, in a few minutes.
Okay.
We of course, as Junior Lofton, man, we want to let you know we're proud of you. As you can tell, you have an abundance of support.
Yeah.
And now it's about staying focused, because one of the things that we didn't cover is anytime the 19U teams go out of the country and go abroad, a lot of times you guys may be at the hotel and you might walk from one floor to the next or whatever, and you see people that you've never saw before, and all of a sudden somebody comes and they're sliding you a business card, in a real slick manner, meaning that agents are everywhere. What was the most most eye-opening encounter that you experienced, without saying anybody's name, of course, while you were with the USA Basketball? Did you have one of those experiences where you might thought it was the delivery man? You might have thought it was a guy just walked up and handed you a card, and you was like, damn, how did he get here?
Yeah. So I changed my number a while back. So after the championship game of the FIBA 19, we played against France, I got about 10 calls, and it was just like agents everywhere. I'm like, they want to talk to my parents and talk to me and just stuff like that. I'm like, okay, I'll hit you back. I'll let you know I'm talking to my parents.
Right.
Just different. I mean, it was an eye opening, different opportunities. It's like really people taking a chance on me, like finna be in the big time world and offer money and just stuff like that, endorsements and different stuff.
Yeah.
Now your father, Kenneth Lofton Sr., we give salute to him as well on the Chop Shop for being, once again, I did earlier when I compared him to George McClellan. You know, and that's a hell of a prestige, a hell of a comparison for his efforts of concern for many people's parents. When you were in Port Arthur Memorial, your father, which just I think won a re-election, was on the school board.
That's right.
Down in Port Arthur. Did you think you was politics played in the part in you getting on that varsity, or you earned that? Your dad didn't pull no strings to get you on varsity, did you?
Oh no, I was pretty good. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people was like, "You only on the team cause your dad." I'm like,
For real?
yeah, and I'm like, I know one parent that was on the team that was like, "Oh, why he play the most minutes and my child better than him and just stuff like that." And I'm like, man, like you see what I'm doing out here? But I didn't really pay attention.
Wow.
To it, I didn't really let that get to me. You know, I just continued to play basketball. You know, play it how I normally play. You know, have fun with my teammates.
Y'all just made me feel better. You made me feel better because I thought I was the only dad that had to go through that. You make me feel a whole lot better because it happens everywhere. You only good because your dad did do this. What the hell that got something to do with me and him out there hitting 30 games? Y'all need to stop him. That's what that wouldn't need to be happening. Yeah, but that's good.
That happened a lot though throughout the varsity career. You know, junior year and varsity career, people was like, "Oh, how he make the team? He not that good," and just stuff like that. And Port Arthur, you know, they got some people like that in Port Arthur that's bad, and got some people that's good.
There you go. That's good.
Now, lastly, Junior, why do so many people lie on offers?
I don't even know. I guess because they want. I guess they want clout, or maybe they want to, you know, look good and not be embarrassed. But I don't even know why people just lie about an offer. I mean, my first offer was a D2 about Coach Justin Bailey that just got on at Sam Houston, and I just congratulated him yesterday on how he recruited me yesterday.
Oh, that's good, man.
That's cool. That's
good. Most players don't do that. Great job. But I got something for Jimmy, if you finish with that question.
Yeah.
What team, Melvin Dew said, what player from the USA team did you become good friends with and you're going to stay in contact with? And I do want you, it's a twofold question. You had two more guys from Texas. You had Mikey Miles. I didn't know Mikey Miles is a dog. I didn't know he was that good. And Harrison Ingram. And you had those. So tell us about your relationship with those two guys, them being, it's Texas against everybody. I know y'all had that little thing going on.
Oh, yeah.
So tell us about that. Take us a little bit.
Throughout the camp, you know, made new friends, made new teammates. So we played this little event game. It was like we split up. It was like 3 Texas guys there. This is when the team happened. So it was like me, Harrison, and Mike, and then it was like the cold region. It was like people from Minnesota and from up there, and then it was like we was mixing it up. So I mean, when we made the team, we all just came together. I mean, at the championship, we still bond, we still take until today. Everybody's still, you know, good friends. Everybody still telling us what they doing right now and just stuff like that. I mean, we still communicate.
Y'all on a group chat?
We're in a group chat right now, like on Snapchat and iMessage. Yeah, we still communicate.
That's awesome, Jimmy.
Hey man, that is definitely good, man. We definitely appreciate it once again. And Kenneth Lofton Jr., guys, and he's a great combo with him. Thanks everybody for your questions and comments of support for Junior on this day. Lastly, on tomorrow, the city of Port Arthur, Texas, will be acknowledging you, if I'm not mistaken, with Kenneth Lofton Jr. Day, and you basically getting the key to the city. You know,
he did that.
Somebody asked earlier.
I think he did I think he got the key.
That was yesterday. That was yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, that was yesterday. Okay, I thought it was the day after. It's the day before. Yesterday. So how did that go?
It was pretty good, talk with the mayor. I mean, it was just a blessing, not too many people get that,
Right. I got Jimmy, let me read it
Yeah.
off. Dad, I'm gonna read off the post from your dad. Friday, July 16th at the Pavilion in downtown Port Arthur from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We will have a celebration for Junior Lofton Jr. Kenneth Lofton Jr. Wow. Everyone is invited. Junior will be signing autographs. So bring your basketball, bring your t-shirt, bring your cups. Cups? What y'all gonna bring a cup for? We will be giving away free t-shirts to the kids, sponsored by Jamal Charles Foundation and the Alfred Law Firm. We will have links. Okay, chips and drinks, sponsored by the Master Social Club and Civic Social and Civic Club, and we'll be giving away junior posters. Come out there and show your love and support. Okay, I like that. Thank you, man. That's great, man. Your parents putting that on for you. Y'all doing that. But Jimmy, I just had to add that before we got off the show. 6 o'clock.
And shout out Coach Hester. He the one recruited me to Louisiana Tech. Yeah, he the one recruited me to Louisiana Tech. But once he left, I was like, man, I'm hurt because it was a good relationship. But he did his best. That was from him and his family. But I thank him too, though.
Where is he now? Where is he now?
Yeah, Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
Oh,
Texas Tech.
Okay. I ain't mad at it.
That's why people thought Junior was gonna leave and go to Texas Tech.
Oh, Junior, did you think about it? That man, that's something. He's something else, man. He's something
So, man, that's it, man. We got to get up out of here, man. It's time to slide on down. Dino's back and Yabba Dabba do this thing on this Baby Friday. Once again, guys, great show today. If you haven't done so, share the show before on your way out the door. And shout out to everybody once again for tuning in. Thanks so much, and congratulations to the Lofton family down in Port Arthur. Of course, Port Arthur Memorial High School, and last but certainly not least, Louisiana Tech men's basketball for their efforts and support of Junior sharing his experience with us today. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and it's that time though, guys. Don't forget this weekend we have the summer finale. We'll be starting off Friday over at the gym in Aldine Davis High School, and that is a live event. Now that is a live event for Division I coaches to attend. We don't expect a whole lot of coaches to be in present, but it's an opportunity, and we know some will drop through there throughout the weekend periodically, because the thing is, there's talent that's going to be in the building. And of course, we're going to wrap up. We have another live event on the 23rd through the 25th. That's the last time that Division I coaches will be able to evaluate prospects in a non-scholastic setting. That's going to be the 23rd through the 25th, and that is called the Grassroots Show. And of course, that's a JRB putting that on. That's my Rick Nelson, Brian Jolivet, and myself, Jim Hicks. We want to invite you guys out. If you are on the grassroots team, hey, things ain't going right, economics not right, you might well come on, sleep in your own bed, and play in an organized setting. Once again, thank everybody for their support. On behalf of Robert Hatter, it's Jim Hicks. Thanks, Kenneth Lofton Jr. Hey, I might go eat me a pizza today. That's for the hell of it. I'm down with Junior. Y'all, see you guys up out of here. Chop shop.
All right.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop.